Thank you, Chairman Latta. Today we'll examine the impact that sports programming has on the media marketplace. Unlike other things that seem to divide people, sports has the ability to unite. And whether it's going to watch your hometown team or gathering with friends and family on Super Bowl Sunday, a lot of people's free time in this country involves sports and athletic events. Sports programming also fuels the media economy, drawing attention and dollars. Sports stands alone as the last remaining must-watch programming that people want to view live as it happens. And last year, we had a hearing to examine the evolving video marketplace. We discussed how the transformation of the media landscape is dramatically impacting consumers' options and the prices they pay to view content. Sports programming is at the core of this transformation. The value of sports media rights has remained a boon for media outlets, supporting legacy programming for traditional television networks and competitive news services alike. And at the same time, it's been a major driver of rising consumer prices. Broadcasters want sports programming to sell advertising and increase the value of their retransmission consent fees, which generates revenues for station operations and the production of local news. Multi-channel video programming distributors like cable and satellite TV providers want sports programming to hold together their channel bundles and keep growing their customer bases. And many online streaming services see sports programming as must-have content to attract subscribers behind paywalls, allowing their service to stand out from the crowded competitive landscape at a time when many consumers are looking to cut costs rather than add new ones. In some ways, then, it's never been a better time for consumers to watch sports. Numerous platforms mean competition and options. This means more televised sporting events and the ability to highlight a wide variety of sports. It has also contributed to an unprecedented rise in viewership for programming that is deserving of more attention, such as women's sports. Unfortunately, we're also beginning to see signs of consumer frustration. Subscription fatigue is set in as the proliferation of different options means multiple services are needed to follow our favorite team over the season. Sometimes business disputes lead to TV blackouts, which hit consumers particularly hard in local markets where geographic exclusivity can make it impossible to watch a local game. Escalating sports licensing fees have been a major driver of increasing pay TV costs, even for consumers who don't watch sports. And this has contributed to cord cutting, and the rise of online streaming options, including games that are aired exclusively online, has caused significant confusion amongst consumers, with 60% saying they have trouble finding the games that they want to watch. And we can't forget that the full range of options is only available to people who have a high-quality, reliable broadband connection, which is a separate subscription and yet another monthly fee. Unfortunately, the digital divide persists, and whether due to affordability or availability, a broadband subscription sufficient to stream live sports often remains out of reach. It's just another reason that bipartisan programs like the Affordable Connectivity Program and the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Program are necessary to allow all of us to participate in modern society and communal events like sports events. It's critical that we come together to extend funding for the Affordable Connectivity Program to ensure that millions of American families can still have affordable access to the Internet. And finally, if sports program is the lifeblood of our media ecosystem, we must ask what it means if this valuable content increasingly moves from local broadcast stations to national platforms like most streaming services. Legacy broadcast media are our most trusted providers of local news and our most widely available source of critical emergency information. We should examine the implications of a significant revenue generator like sports programming moving off the free airwaves and what this will mean for the future of local news. And the evolving video market is complex, and it's more important than ever to put consumers first and make sure that they're getting the information they need and not being ripped off. My focus will remain on consumers and how to uphold the timeless principle of competition, localism, and diversity in the Communications Act. And while it's true that our habits may be changing, our values are not. Our greatest challenge here is to determine how to carry these values forward as our technologies and the dominant business models change. So, a lot to discuss. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back the balance of my time.